So yesterday, my internet connection failed and I was left waiting for it to stop. That did not happen, so I had to disconnect it and let it sit overnight. So where we left off, we were doing this. I was about to show the alternate method. Of course, if you're viewing this video, there is a part 1. It should also be in my highlights on Twitch. Okay, so we showed this method, which was to get right along the, in the middle of the symmetrical part of this texture. Then stab, nut, backflip, backflip. You'll break the web and be able to go down. But there's also another method. So you also Z-line, get in this corner where the wood texture changes, right between Link's feet. So we're in the corner, we backflip, nut, side hop left, backflip, draw your sword, jump slash, do another backflip. And this is a problem that I see a lot of people have when they do the final backflip. When you do a backflip, and then when you do any jump slash, Link will take a step back when he comes back up from it, like that. But to stop him from doing that, you would hold your shield. Either hold your shield or do your backflip very quickly. So this is what it looks like when you hold your shield. If you'll notice, he didn't move at all. He just stood there. He didn't take a step back. So this is how you can safely do this. Then mash the side hop like normal, and you'll fall down. Now most people, they just go for it when they try to recoil. And this is why the backup, B1 backup is so prevalent. Okay, so now that we're here, we can do one of two things. If you got, well, first let me explain something. Sometimes this web will not be loaded. You can just fall through it like that. But if you look at it for long enough, it's going to be loaded. And then you can't do it anymore. So if you come down from the B1-skip, let me back up. If you come down from doing the B1-skip and you land here immediately, do a backflip and a side hop. You'll be able to side hop to the left. You'll be able to clip through this web. And that works if you're doing the Gohma clip, but if you're doing a Gohma double KO, you'll need to come back down here again. And it's a good idea to either do one of two methods to burn a web. This first method is called flame storage. What you want to do, climb on top of this block, aim for this torch, run, jump toward it, and at the height of your jump, press B so that you would hit the middle part of the torch, the one that's just below the flame, with your sword. If you did it correctly, when you pull out your Deku stick, it should be burning. Sometimes it just doesn't work. There are things you can do to make it easier. You can push it once or twice, but not any more than that. And that makes it easier. Luckily I have a backup Deku stick. Okay, give me a second. Let me make sure. Okay, give me a sec. Let me reconnect. Okay, there we go. Hey, it's Juton, I think. Hello, Juton. And there I got what's called flame storage. So now you just go over to the web and you have it. Another method. I am no good with side hopping today. The other method doesn't really have a name, but you get ISG off of this Deku Scrub. Pull out your Deku stick, and there goes an alarm. Don't worry about it, you'll just hear some beeping in the background. Alright, so in this case you would go over to this white texture on the wall, just next to this torch, turn left, backflip into it, and move your control stick around. If you do it correctly, your sword or your Deku stick will get a flame on it. If it doesn't, just try again. And there we go. So in that case, I just broke my Deku stick. Come on, you. I really don't like doing this on a keyboard, but there's really no other remedy. It's very inconsistent for me on a keyboard. Alright, so now we just disable ISG, make our way over to the web and burn it. And then we do 2, 3, 1 like normal. If you're doing the double KO, you need to take enough damage so that you get down to a half heart. I recommend getting the damage you need on the last one. so that you don't risk getting too much damage. And once you get to this guy, when you reflect it into him, roll into him and mash C. And if you mash C, you're more likely to get him to stop and talk to you. So there is a cutscene trigger right here. Most people do a Deku Stick jump slash into this cutscene, so that looks like this. This allows you to do something we call power crouch stabbing. The programmers, for some reason or another, didn't program a damage value into your jump slash, but instead it takes the damage value of the last attack that you did. And right now, Junlink's most powerful attack is a jump slash with the Deku Stick. So every time I stab like this with a sword, I now have the power of the Deku Stick jump slash. And as long as you don't do any other attacks other than stabbing, it will maintain that power. So now we have Gohma. So for this, you want to stun her with a nut, stab her, stun her with a nut again, stab her again, then jump slash into the eye. The second stun is very hard to do because she stays stunned for such a short time. So that looks like this. And you also need to do the final jump slash very quickly as well. Put away my sword. And if you heard, Link screamed right as I hit Gohma's eye. That means he died as well. And when this cutscene of Link, Gohma dying ends, Link will also die. If you remember, last time in part 1, I told you that if you don't view the correct cutscene between the time that you enter the deck, if you don't keep the correct cutscene value between the time you enter the Deku Tree and the time you do Ganondorf, you'll get a black screen. That Gohma double KO, what we call it, allows you to do just that. Since you don't view the title screen, the cutscene value remains the same, and it'll work. So what we have now is called the Deku Baba Megasidehop. What we're going to do is hold out your shield, roll into the Baba as it's attacking you. Then, right as you're coming up, do a side hop to the right. And if you do it correctly, the Baba will send you back at an incredible speed. So let's set it up. What I do is Z align to this wall and side hop to the left. So you want to have the Baba on to the right of Link, like this. Don't go in the middle like this, or to the left like this. It's less likely to work. So right now he's hitting me backwards like this. And once I'm back far enough, he begins to click his mouth like that. And once he does that, I can begin the roll and side hop like this. And there we go. And since we burned the web before, we don't need to do it again. because we already killed Gohma, the warp is here. I showed Ganondorf in part 1, but I will do it again for anyone who is... I will do it quickly without much explanation for anyone who wants a refresher. Z-align to the wall, get along this texture, side up left, roll, backflip, Ocarina items. This is the easiest method of Ganondorf. B, nut, Z left, side hop. We got frame 3. Stop here, move forward, Z align, turn, make your way to the door, get stuck, let go, right, A. That's frame 3. This is likely to be frame 0, yes, so if you remember to save frame 0, we just walk forward like this and side hop, and I was a little too late because I was explaining. So this should be frame 1. Okay, frame 1. And of course I show all the frames in part 1. So align to this wall, Z align, turn, get caught in the door, turn, and you're ready. Frame 1 again? Yes. I'll show you the other method. Z-align, turn, go to this wall, turn, this wall, turn, get caught, turn, open. Let's try frame 2. That might be frame 3. Yes. Frame 2. Yes, frame 2. And again, I show all of the frames with a great explanation in part 1. Oops. Frame 5. Yep. Line, back up, let go for a second, Z, make your way to the door, get caught, open. Probably frame 4, yes. So the hump is off screen, and we can do that. Alright, so now a refresh of the 8-backflip method. Remember to fix, we can either get caught in this door like this, then hit left and A, or we can go in the first person, press A pause, press A during unpause lag. Dumb bugs. Z-align to the wall. Side hop left, roll. You're ready. Backflip. 1, 2, oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't see any of the blue orb in the upper right hand corner, so we're good. Now for not 2 side hops. turn, get caught, left, right, open. I was a little late there. Probably because I have the volume turned down. Okay, that looks good. Maybe. No, that's way too soon. I just really can't hear the footsteps. Okay, that looks promising. There we go. Alright. So now, if I can show the very beginning, which I didn't cover before. We're going to fast forward it. We're going to cover up to the forest escape, which I showed in the last video. Turn around, backflip. Get these 2 rubies if you can. Get up here. Backwalk. Jump over these. Come over to the hole. And here, you want to turn around and do a backflip followed by 2 side hops to the left. Oh, that's 2 backflips. 1, 2. That looks like that. Although I was too late because I was sitting there explaining. So that looks like this. And from here, depending on if you want to get a red ruby or not. You can side hop left to get a blue ruby, like this, or you can continue. And over here is another blue ruby. And as you come out of here, you can do a backflip, a side hop to the left, and another backflip to gain 7 more rubies. You can also slice this sign for another blue ruby. Now that we're back out here, you got 2 rubies here, but there are also 2 more rubies over here. And another blue ruby here. Again, depending on what you want to do regarding the red ruby. So let's quickly go through the forest escape again. First I'll do the left wall method, which I also explained in my previous video. Z-line, get to the corner, backflip, side hop, up, black flip roll, unsee target, side hop roll, unsee target, side hop roll, slash, backflip, jump. I was too late, but if I hold Z, I can try again. There we go. So, where's Navi? She is not here. So, right roll method. Line up with the crease. Hold Z. Make your way over to the corner. Side hop and roll into it. Slash, backflip. That was slightly off. Probably due to my setup. Hold on a second. My F2 key is not working. Okay, give me a sec here. Gonna reload it. And my keyboard is still not working properly. Okay, there we go. No problem. Alright, so where was I? Okay, so now we have Navi. Now we can do the Navi dive again. Jump over here, grab up, mash B, seat up. Again, you can do it from both sides. So let's do the right side method. I believe that was a bad one. There we go. That should work. A little too late. Try again if we hold Z. There we go. And I also showed the red Rupee method with more explanation in part 1. Here, I'll just show how it works again. That's a waterfall recoil method. And this is the grab method. Since I already showed the Cuckoos, I will not show it again. So now the only thing I haven't done in both parts is maybe this. This is something I found myself. Just something fun to do. As soon as I get back up to the top, I can move around here. The camera will snap back in. I can swim around to below the web. Down into this unloaded area. And there we go. So to do this, you just let go, hold shield, and recatch the vine like this. Down and recatch the vine while holding up and R like this. And if you do it just above the Skulltula, when you touch them, they'll clip through. need to be a specific height. Like that. And there we go. I did not clip through that time though, but oh well. Now we're up to Ganon. Let's get to Ganondorf. Should be frame 2, frame 3. Alright, so basically, Link is never supposed to be here with the Deku shield. And if it burns while too much is happening on screen, the game will crash, so don't touch the burning rocks. Once we get over to a room with burning rocks, I'll show you what happens when you do. But for now, here's the escape. And here comes a burning rock. And crash. Alright. Ah, there it goes. Okay. Alright. So now we just follow Zelda. You don't need to make it to the bars before she does, you just need to make it there. Way before she does, you just need to make it there before she does. I worded that very badly. So you just need to be following Zelda so that when you get to the bars, she'll see that you're with her and no reason. In this room, you can go through the rocks like this. You don't run a high risk of burning your shield. So this next room is the Stealthos room. In this room you want to get ISG and take care of them like that. So use your Deku Stick Jump Slash to store damage. Then trigger the cutscene. Then get ISG. I got it first time. And take care of them. Oh yeah, that was nearly perfect. So for this room, Zelda zigzags along there, but you don't need to, you can just go this way. Hey Logic, how are you? This room, watch out for the burning rocks on the floor, that includes this one that's stuck in the floor. If I didn't mention it before, the ones falling from the ground or falling from the air are fine. This next room includes a Redead, but the Redead has either a circle or square of range in which he will freeze. If you backflip, side hop, or roll into there, he won't be able to see you like this. Well, I accidentally touched it, so like this. And if you touch any part of this square, which he is in, it will get you. But since I'm inside of the square, he's not doing anything. But since I did use a slash inside of the square, you did see me. But if you don't do anything while you're in it, he won't do anything. So roll in, roll out. Like this. Roll in, roll out. Or backflip. Like this. Up. Side hop. Like this. Or back. Come on, Zelda. And the final step is to maybe get the kiss. No. I'm not going to try for it. Alright, so finally, take out your Deku stick, go to this, where the ground texture begins angling. Do a jump slash over it to trigger the cutscene. You'll have a few seconds after this to get ISG before Ganon attacks you. So roll away and try to get it. And just so you're aware, the Deku stick, Kokiri Sword, the Deku stick is your only method of using something to get ISG from, unless you want to come here and re-equip the Kokiri Sword. Because even though Ganon took away your Master Sword, it unequipped the Kokiri Sword as well. Remember to store damage. And of course, this is awful on a keyboard. Here we go. So right now, I'm walking in front of him to trigger his attack again, and walking behind him to get ISG to hit his tail. And 3 hits and he's down. So if you don't like getting ISG off of a Ganon, you can get it off of Zelda quite easily. Like that. Pull it out, and you have it. Be sure not to touch the fire ring, because that'll also crash your game. Back behind, hit the tail, front, get him to attack, back behind, hit the tail, front, back behind, front, back, done. You can also use a crouch stab like this. Sometimes that is easier. And one thing that you can do to have Ganon, the chance of you hitting Ganon's tail be larger, is to move back and forth like this. That causes ISG to go back and forth as well. You're more likely to hit his tail, so it looks like this. And now you can either slash him to get it over with, or do what I like to do, target him, jump slash. Okay, what else do I have here? Ganon as it all. Works the same way though. Except you do need to roll under his legs instead of just walking. This is in English because I made this practice save a long time ago. Alright, Ganondorf. This is my own method, I'm quite proud of it. But you did is good ISG with a bomb. Whoa, too fast. Ganon threw his bolt way too fast. He usually doesn't do that. Good ISG. And then pull out your bow, aim under him, then it'll reflect back to him every time. And ISG is in Link's left hand, so whenever his left hand is touching Ganondorf, he'll take damage. Oh, that's no good. Oh, come on. Oh, no good. Let's do that again. Easy Ganondorf. Finally, Lon-Lon Ranch. If you haven't gotten Epona from her, you can easily do it by hovering over. And that looks like this. Not feeling ISG, of course. Why this works is because the game developers never assumed you could get over the fence without having to use Epona to do it, so they automatically put you on Epona after you jump over the fence. Finally is Bongo Bongo without any weapons other than your sword. Just one more hit. If you do that correctly, the hands will never be able to attack you. did that incorrectly, of course. One, two, three, backflip. Slice, slice. Prepare to spin. You want to release just about the same time that shadows of the hands get to you. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, I counted incorrectly. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we go. So that was a part 2 version of Zellizel. Awesome. Hello, Zellizel. Unfortunately, you came at a bad time as I had just finished. But I can do whatever you want me to. If any of you have requests, I can do those. Let's actually do one thing. No problem, Zellizel. Oh, one thing I forgot to say is another method you can use to line up for the Deku Baba Megasidehop. Side hop right, roll, or Z target, side hop right, roll, Z target. A little off. Come on. I'm not timing my roll correctly. Yeah, I'm definitely off with my roll tonight. Here we go. Okay, so let's make sure I went over everything. I went for the Ruby route. I went for Dark Slayer arriving suddenly in my stream, even though I thought it was supposed to be streaming tonight. I did the Ruby route, I did the Forest Escape, I did the river, I did the Cuckoos, I did the entrance into the Deku Tree, I did the B1-skip, I did the B1-skip back up, I did the Gohma double KO, I did the Baba Megasidehop, I did both versions of Ganondorf. And I did the escape, then I did Ganon. I think that's it.